Picture report. I'm your host, Nick Jones. Here's my co-star.
I'm not a co-star.
Picture report.
What's up, it's your boy Nick Jones, and I'm here today with my co-star Thomas Taylor.
I got happy for a second and you just had to ruin it. You ruined it.
Anyways, we're here to talk about what happened with this week's of Raw and
WWE.
SmackDown. Honestly, this week
WWE TV shows.
This week was actually really good.
That's still vague. What? Oh, yeah. No, dude. Crazy good.
It was pretty good.
Crazy good. So we're going to start off the night with obvious reasons. Monday Night Raw.
So the first match that we had was Dolph Ziggler versus Roman Reigns. What did you think about that?
Dude, that was a great match.
That was a really good
great
match.
match.
So Dolph Ziggler, he came out and he was like, you know what? That was bullcrap. What happened to me? I had to wait this long for a freaking spear. Hey, usually I have to wait 6 months for a spear. Hey.
That's 6 months in between spears.
Yes,
Yes,
6 months.
dang it.
That was a phenomenal match. And a new little thing we're going to be doing is move of the night. Not move of the night, move of the match.
Move of the night, or move of the match and botch of the night.
So, the best move of that match had to be where Dolph Ziggler and Roman Reigns. Well, Dolph Ziggler was in the corner. Roman Reigns goes for a spear. And midway, while Roman's in the air for the spear, he does what?
He is the famouser.
He does the famouser midair. Boom! 1, 2, shut your mouth.
Did not end that match. I thought it was done. I thought I thought Dolph was gonna pull it out of his butt, and oh my lord,
That match should have that move right there should have ended. That was a phenomenal counter to the spear, but Roman Reigns
ended up getting the win. But that move though, like, so you always watch a match, and just like in a football game, you remember you remember who won, who lost, but you also remember that key point in the match. That's why we're doing move of the match, because matches were good. If they're not good, we're gonna tell you they're not good. But we're remembering the match, that one spot that you thought was the deciding factor, that one spot that you thought was gonna end it, or that was crazy. So, anyways, then we go on to
Becky Lynch's promo. That was actually a really good promo. She cut that perfect, talking about how Sasha Banks, she's a big baby. She had she wanted to leave for 4 months. She just wanted to leave because she kept on losing.
Not just that. Becky Lynch brought up the fact that Sasha wouldn't be there if it wasn't for Becky, because apparently, to what Becky was saying, is Becky was trying to get Sasha to sign, and Sasha didn't want to.
Yeah.
And I mean, Sasha's probably regretting it now because of the way they were pushing her the last 6 months or so. But that's what Becky was saying. She was like, dude, you wouldn't be in this predicament. You wouldn't be in the WWE if it wasn't for me. So you better thank me. But
me personally, I don't like Sasha. I think she's a big baby. That she's gonna cry if she don't get what she wants.
who do you dislike more, Becky or Sasha?
Sasha.
I don't like Sasha because she likes to injure people.
Yeah, and she's known for that. She tries to injure people so they can't be champion or they can't be above.
Yeah,
her.
I know. All right, so then we go to our third point of the night, which is
the King of the Ring bracket.
We're going to have spoilers on this because they've already happened on Monday Night Raw and SmackDown.
And if y'all missed it, we're here to talk about it.
But here is our King of the Ring bracket. Where you at? There you are. Plow. So we'll have to review the video to see how well you can actually read that. And if you can't read it very well, we are going to post it. We're just going to attach it to the video. But here we are on our screen. And, okay, so if we look at this, we got Cesaro and Samoa Joe.
Cesaro versus Samoa Joe.
Honestly,
we were both mad at this match because we really both wanted them to at least be in the semifinals.
All right, so we got Cesaro and Samoa Joe. Okay, I could have went for either one, and they had a good match. And where is it at? It's way off in the night.
Yeah, right there.
So, smart. I can't talk tonight. Cesaro and Samoa Joe. I try to make them into one. I try to make them into one person. They had
a beautiful.
He tried a Cesaro swing on Samoa Joe, and he got a few laps in, and then Samoa Joe's pretty big.
Yeah, big guy.
So he dropped him.
He did it. I think the Great Khali actually.
He did. He didn't get. He got the Great Khali like that far off the ground though.
Nah.
But dude, that match was great. It was a good first qualifying match for the King of the Ring bracket, and it didn't make either person look weak. That's what we're going for. That's what we want to see. We want to see good matches that don't make them look like complete garbage.
Yeah. So after that, it was The Miz, Ricochet versus.
Wait. Well, we have the rest of these.
We're gonna talk about what's actually in order. So go back.
Fine.
We're gonna talk about Miz, Ricochet versus Drew McIntyre and
Baron Corbin.
I thought
So
that match was kind of
Ricochet
pointless.
and Drew McIntyre are in one of the first qualifying matches, and whoever wins that match will face Samoa Joe.
And see, that's what kind of makes me mad too, is because I don't understand why. Because
So you have Cesaro, Samoa Joe, Ricochet, and Drew McIntyre. Those 4 people alone, I want in the second round.
Yes. That's
But
exactly what
in
I
the
want.
next first round matches, you have Cedric, Sammy, The Miz, and Baron Corbin. You could have faced Cedric and Cesaro, Sammy and Samoa Joe, The Miz and Ricochet, and Baron Corbin and Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre and Baron Corbin, they've been friends, they've been allies, but they would have put on a good match. The Miz and Ricochet would have put on a phenomenal match. Sami Zayn and Samoa Joe would have put on a good match, and Cedric and Cesaro would have put on a good match. All these people can put on good matches together, but I want the first 2, so Ricochet, Drew, Cesaro, and Samoa Joe, I want them in the next round, but, we can't have what we want.
Okay.
But then we had The Miz and Baron Corbin, Ricochet and Drew McIntyre. They had a tag team match.
Which
on Monday.
I thought it was kind of pointless.
It was kind of pointless.
But it was still a good match. The move of that match was Ricochet doing a running, shooting star press.
The reason why I thought that was the move of the match was, doing a standing shooting star press, you go up, you go down. As long as you're close to the dude, you're going to hit the dude. When you do a running shooting star press, you can easily overdo that and launch yourself over the dude. So I
Props
thought
to him.
he did it very well. The fact that he could even do a backflip like that anyways is... I can't do it. I can't even do a front flip.
Only other person I know that could do that is Apollo Crews.
That actually happened on SmackDown.
Yeah.
But we will get to that later.
So, next match was Braun Strowman versus AJ Styles. The winner of that match was...
Screw that match. That match was stupid.
But...
Braun did win by disqualification, so the title did not change. But... I don't know what to say about it. I didn't like the match.
It was just...
I didn't like the match because it was disqualification.
I liked how...
So the OC jumped in.
I liked how... what it built up to. But at the end of it, Seth and...
No.
Oh. You want to do the move?
Seth saved Braun.
Yeah, same.
No, you were saying Seth and like you were leading on to something else.
No.
So, but before we get to that, the move of the night was Braun Strowman chopped the living hell out of AJ Styles.
I've seen a couple chops in my life. You know, when I was a little kid, I would watch my dad wrestle. He's actually busted open some people's chest open. But this chop that I saw from Braun Strowman,
That could have started. That could have stopped his heart. That was a chop from hell.
so AJ Styles, he jumps off the top rope to try to get hit Braun Strowman,
With this phenomenal form.
and Braun Strowman was like, "No, you ain't." Boom! Chopped him down.
You know what AJ? You know what happened to AJ?
What?
You know what happened to AJ?
His butthole.
He got these hands.
His butthole came out of his mouth hole.
But anyways,
Seth Rollins. Jinx, show me a soda. Seth Rollins saves Braun Strowman, and it starts a little unusual tag team.
yeah, it threw me off. I didn't expect that to happen. And then we go on.
We already talked about that. This is Cesaro versus Samoa Joe, so we don't have to talk about that right now.
Okay, but what was the move of the match?
Oh, the move of the night. Move of the match was Cesaro doing a off the rope spinning uppercut. European uppercut.
Like it's weird how he could do that. Like the fact that like the timing.
He's a big guy too.
No, not just that, but the fact that he can spin and land it
Yeah.
without like
He's the king.
headbutting him in the chest or something.
He is literally the king of the European uppercut.
Yeah, most definitely. I haven't seen many people.
The next thing is Elias getting interrupted by R-Truth. So I noticed it, but right before anyone else noticed it.
There was a dude walking in the background.
No.
There was.
As soon as he played a couple strings, I was like, oh, that's off.
Oh, okay. You noticed one thing. I noticed the other. He noticed the guitar was out of tune. The moment he went, he was like, that guitar's out of tune.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, the guitar.
Probably about 10 seconds later, I saw, like, because you know how they have the spotlight on?
Mm-hmm.
Everything else is black. I saw someone walk behind him.
So I was like, there's going to be something there. I think I know why. Because I know WWE ain't that stupid. It ain't that hard to tune a guitar. Something's up.
So he goes to get another guitar.
And the person that gave him the other guitar was wearing a black hoodie, and his name was R-Truth.
And he was going for that 7-Eleven 48-14
European television women's hardcore championship of Mars and Jupiter.
Did you just add stuff, or is that he actually said all that?
I had stuff.
Okay, I was about to say, I was like, that does sound like something he would add, though. But the interruption failed. R-Truth, Elias got away. R-Truth went to go hit him with a guitar and did not make it. So that goes to our next thing. So Rey Mysterio had a little interview. And he was on the verge
Of retiring.
of retirement. And his son showed up. And his son's like, no!
Right before he took off his mask, he's like, Dad, you promised me you were going to be a tag team with me. You promised me that we were going to wrestle with each other before you left. So they stopped. And he's going to continue. I almost cried.
Yeah.
It was really emotional.
It was real emotional. So we'll go on to our next thing, which was the match that the Revival completely murked the New Day.
Mm-hmm.
So the New Day and the Revival were having a tag team match. About 90% sure it was not over a title. And they're on the verge of winning. It was a back and forth match, but they were on the verge of winning. And guess what happened? An RKO out of nowhere.
Oh my gosh!
I'm not gonna lie, we were sucked into that match, and the RKO, like, we flipped. We're just like, holy crap!
Where the hell did that come from? It was.
But then the beatdown started. And
so first thing that happened after Randy Orton came was the triple RKO with the Revival and Randy Orton.
that was the move of that match. It was after the match, yes. But Xavier was running towards the ropes, and the Revival picked him up to, like, go do a face drop, and Randy caught him for an RKO.
Boy, that was good. Next thing, Xavier got injured. And then, we're thinking the New Day versus Randy Orton and the Revival. Randy Orton and the Revival, pretty sure, is going to be a new faction.
But what would the faction's name be? You know what? Before we post our stuff, you post a comment down below what you think that faction's name should be.
Comment down below. Let us know.
You got the Revival. You got Randy Orton. What are you thinking?
Maybe,
You don't know?
How about we'll think of it, and then whenever we get more comments going, actually, message us on Facebook.
What about the double RKO?
No, that's weird.
No, not saying double, like RRKO.
You say RRKO?
Yeah.
No.
No?
That's stupid.
Hey, you know what? I thought of something. Suck it. So, the next thing on the night was Sasha Banks was getting interviewed about why she attacked Naomi. And you know what the only thing she really said? You're welcome.
You're welcome.
That's really it.
But Jerry the King Lawler was there.
How'd that not make it in my...
Jerry the King Lawler was
How'd
there.
that not make it into my notes?
He was supposed to talk
I
to
was
Sasha.
in the middle of the ring. He got
someone
interrupted.
showed up.
He got interrupted.
By who?
The person that's been going after all of the legends.
The Fiend. Bray Wyatt.
I guess I was so into the moment, I forgot to write it down.
Yes, you did.
I'm sorry, guys. It's all my fault. That actually happened right after the Roman Reigns Dolph Ziggler match?
Yes.
So I'm way off. Okay. So we go to our next match of the night, which is Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross versus Fire and Desire. It kind of bugs me that the tag team champions don't have a name.
I know, right?
For y'all that don't know, Fire and Desire is
Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose.
Yes. Their names are Fire and Desire. I don't think they've actually said it on WWE yet, but on Twitter and stuff, that's their name. So it was an okay match.
Yeah.
Um,
Alexa and Nikki, they retained with a twisted neck breaker on Sonya.
The move of the night was the twisted neck breaker that won the match. It was a match. That was about it.
So the next qualifying match happened to be Sami Zayn versus Cedric Alexander. With
Alec Jellender.
I think they're pushing Cedric pretty good.
Yeah, they are.
He
They're doing
beat
a
Sami
lot.
Zayn. Cedric did a springboard off the ropes for a spinning heel kick.
See, so when we watched this, your dad told me it was a heel kick. It didn't look like a heel kick. It looked like he punted him in the face while flying. But, that kick, though, like, it was a, ooh. He scrambled his brains most definitely. Cedric won to go to the second round, the qualifying matches.
So next we had the Street Profits talking about what if they had a king of the tag team.
So I think that if
We thought if they had a king of the tag team, it would be
first time
Usos versus.
the Undisputed Era.
I think that'd be a phenomenal match.
And the king of the tag, or the tag team king of the ring tournament, they could have the tag teams from WWE, SmackDown, Raw, NXT, 205, all that, like all the tag teams.
Only reason they're not gonna do that though is because they have the Dusty Classic or something like that.
The tag team. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
But think now since NXT is gonna be on television, they're probably gonna get all tag teams from each show.
I guess. What I did see earlier though today was people were talking about a women's King of the Ring tournament.
Yes. Well, Queen of the Ring.
Yeah, women's. Okay, I was just said a bad word. So, if they were to do that, who do you think it would be? Who do you think would be the final two?
Ronda Rousey comes back. And it's going to be Charlotte versus Ronda Rousey.
I see Charlotte versus Asuka round 2. The king,
Or
the queen, and the emperor going for the Queen of the Ring.
I would love that.
I could see that happening. So then we go to our next thing. So Daniel Bryan came out and said that he possibly had found, or he had hired a private investigator and found the culprit. The culprit is to be announced in the next video. But I think, personally, that Daniel Bryan, before I saw SmackDown, or watched SmackDown, I thought Daniel was going to blame Roman himself, saying that Roman was doing it to himself.
Mm-hmm.
But I was wrong.
You were wrong.
I was wrong. So Natalya came out and was being asked a question, and she was answering, and then Sasha showed up and started beating her again. So I think when Sasha and Becky have their match for the title, because it's inevitable now, I think Natalya's going to show up and interfere and beat Sasha down. And then it's going to turn into a triple threat match.
Yeah.
At some point in time. That's my prediction. So then we get to the main event of the evening. So earlier in the evening, Seth Rollins said that it was bullcrap what had happened. And he's like, you know what? I'm going to go use my star power. I'm going to go talk to who I need to talk to. We're getting a tag team title match. I didn't expect it to happen. I expected the tag team match, not the tag team title match. And the main event turned into a tag team title match between Brawlins
versus
the Good Brothers.
OCs.
The OC, the Good Brothers. The Good Brothers of OC. I don't care, whatever. Their tag team names is the Good Brothers.
Holy crap, that was a freaking intense match.
That was back and forth and back and forth. And Braun, I thought he was out and Seth was by himself. And then Braun comes out of freaking nowhere and Seth Rollins gets the tag and then he goes crazy.
You're right before
The end of the match. Which this is the move of the night.
AJ Styles was about to go interfere. Seth Rollins curb stomps him to Purgatory 9.
So it's hot. It's Texas. We had some technical difficulties. Our GoPro overheated, so we moved inside. This is the area we were going to set up, but we just had to kind of throw it together because it's hot.
Yes, so basically what we were trying to say was Seth Rollins and Braun Strowman Brawlins are the new Raw Tag Team Champions.
We flipped. Didn't expect it to happen.
Flip script,
we flipped.
everything.
Seth Rollins is now a double champ.
Double champ.
And I don't quite understand how they're going to make that work. Like, they're going to make it work, but I don't know how they're going to... Like, because Braun Strowman wants the Universal Championship. But now they're tag team. So what if they fight each other for the Universal Championship? And, like, when they go to tag team-wise, they just, they put the differences together. And
That's what's going to happen.
How long? How long do you think it's going to last?
Didn't last long with him and Ambrose. So.
Okay. Alright. So then we get to the final part of our night, which is the final part of Raw. The botch of the night. Botting, if you must. There's a bunch of botting going on. There actually wasn't that many. So, there were two of them, and I had to decide. So this is the one that I picked, was AJ flying. So during AJ and Braun Strowman's match, AJ went up after him, and Braun Strowman went to go do the push-up. Like to flip him over him.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess AJ didn't do it right. Or Braun didn't throw it right. I don't know. Anyways, AJ messed up and right on his face.
I've never seen a curb stomp go that hard, dude.
It's not even what I was talking about. We'll catch y'all in the next video when we cover SmackDown.
Peace.